All right, before I go any further with this valve, I think I should take it apart. I think it'll be easier to get in all the nooks and crannies and clean this up properly. But first things first, before I take it apart, I want to weigh it. Let's weigh it. So I'm probably going to have to start the scale. I'm going to have to put the phone down, pick the valve up, sit it on there, and then I'll grab the phone again. I only have two hands. See what we can do here. Oh, that's not too bad. 112.6 pounds. I thought it was heavier than that. I guess because it's so small and awkward. It's not bad. 112.6. What's the odds of this thing coming apart nice? I don't know. Let's find out. 1 inch doesn't fit. Oh, we got 1 1/8. See what we can do here. All right, so we have to open the valve first. Which is amazing that it still works. Yep, it's tight. Let's hit them with some heat. I'm going to try to put the impact on there. Through the grace of God, I actually have an 1 1/8 impact socket. Probably should have checked before I started the video. We're going to try out the DeWalt. See if the DeWalt can handle it. It's in number 2. We'll put it in number 3. Reverse. Fits. Whoop, snapped it. Like I said before, I'm scared of this DeWalt in number 3 setting. Probably should have started at number 1 or 2. Alright. So now we're going to try to pull that off of there. We got to get this off first. Alright, let's hit these up a little bit with some WD. Let that soak a little bit, then maybe I'll go at it with some heat again. I was going to try the ball joint puller, but it won't fit. It's too small. Alright, let's try to give it some love tap, see if it'll come off. Very gingerly. Apparently not. Alright, so I've come to the conclusion I'm not going to be able to get this off. It's super rotten on there. There's just no way. And the piece is more brittle, so if I try to pull it with something or if I try to tap it off, it's just going to break into pieces. So in order for me to take this all the way apart, I got to get this off, then I got to take this piece off, then I got to undo these. So I think the only option I have is to leave this all together and take these bolts out, these flange bolts, and separate the flange. Now that I opened it all the way, I should have opened it in an earlier video, but now I can see in there how it works. Try to get you in there. I don't know if you could see it to the right. Looks like there was a gigantic rubber O-ring. That makes sense. Like a big round O-ring. When you open it, it's up in here. And when you close it, the big O-ring pushes down and seals it off. That makes sense. And it looks like the rubber O-ring is non-existent. So I can probably take these out and then just separate the two halves. And then I'll just try to clean this separate from cleaning this. I'd like to get it all apart, but I guarantee, you see how easily I snapped that bolt. I guarantee I'll snap these also. Which isn't really a big deal. I can always replace them. I can weld a nut to the top. I can fix that top. But just to try to simplify this, because this thing is very awkward to work on. So I'm sure if I can separate it here at least, it'll make it so much easier to work on this. So we'll do that. All right, let's see if we can snap these flange bolts off, because there's no way they're coming off nice. No way. I already beat it on one of them, a couple of them. I don't know how I'm getting them off. They're half rotting away. Wow, are you kidding? That one came off. So yeah, I'm thinking somebody had these off at some point. Wow, I can't believe it. Oh, there's one. That one's half missing. That one's stripped. See about the bottom. That one's stripped. This one. Try to beat it on with the hammer first. And these are 1 inch. Unbelievable. Got number 2. Number 3 was already broke off. It's stuck in the socket. So what do we got left? We got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 left. So how are we gonna do this? Maybe I can try from this side with a wrench. 1-inch wrench. Nothing. This one on. First I gotta get this one out. Let's see if I can get some. So we got 2 of them out of the 6. Third was already missing. Nope, stripped. Of course it is. Piece of it to fly off. Probably gonna have to cut them with the grinder. Looks like I got no choice. Alright, so I'm just going to have to flip it the other way. Get the last one. Sometimes the grinder's your friend. Alright, let's chop the last one off. See if we can separate this thing. Man. Now the question is, will it separate? Yeah, Everything's soft. This probably isn't a job for me. This is for somebody who can be real soft and sensitive. That's definitely not me. Yes. It's cracking. Excellent. Let me show you. Separate it. Now I just got to work it all the way around. Go, she's loose. Seeing some fibrousness, probably asbestos. What are you gonna do, right? That's what they did back in the day, asbestos. I'm sure I've already been around it. I guarantee I've been around it, so I'm sure it's not gonna make a difference. Alright, so maybe I can't get it out, but it's definitely loose. Something's holding on for dear life. It's probably that where that rubber O-ring goes. And now I can close it by hand. That's good. What's the problem? Probably just a corrosion in there. Yeah, it looks like it was some kind of could be an asbestos gasket. I don't know if they did that back then. But it definitely looks fibrous. So before I go any further, let me show you the fibrousness. See it? So yeah, I think I'm gonna put the respirator on. Might as well put it on. And we'll try to separate it again. All right, I got the respirator on. Let's see if we can get this thing apart. Oh, I see. It's this bolt right here. I see. That's what's holding it up. You gotta go, bud. There you go. Look at this thing. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like a round disc here. And I don't know, whatever this is, it's all rotting away. And there was probably a rubber O-ring. Oh, it looks like these used to be like tracks that would ride. Let me show you. Hopefully you can see that slot there. It used to ride in the slot to stay straight. And yes, that looks like asbestos. Yep, asbestos. Fibrous. What are you gonna do? Hold still, buddy. All right, so here we go. Got it apart. So this is late on a Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. I gotta work tomorrow, so maybe after I get done work tomorrow, I can mess with this. I can start the vinegar bath. Maybe that'll be my next step. Maybe if somebody knows what these fibers are, is that fiberglass? Is that asbestos? If anybody knows, please tell me. This is a pretty cool little setup though. It all makes sense. Oh yeah, and look, it goes down on a cone. You know, it's smaller at the bottom than it is here, the mouth. And the same with this, you see it? See how it goes from wide to narrow? That's pretty cool. I like that little design. But now I see why it was leaking. There's nothing left to seal it. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows if that's fiberglass or asbestos. Please let me know. So if I do the bath, it's probably going to take a week, so I won't have another video on this for at least another week.